sunlit against our faces below.
Hello, you big, beautiful Broadway world. It's me, your Broadway buddy, Ben Cameron, and you are tuned in today to another installment of The Thankful Project. The Thankful Project is all about the album Thankful, songs and lyrics by Stephen Skeels, one of my dearest friends. It's a benefit album that has rallied a whole bunch of your favorite Broadway singers to come forward and support my very good friends that I'm going to introduce you to right now, Jerad Bortz and Stephen Skeels.
Hey, Ben!
Hi, guys. It's good to see you again.
So good to see you, too. Look at that dapper bow tie.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm doing a pastel on a deep, rich color on a jewel tone. It's like I might as well be in my college showcase.
All day. Give it to me all day long.
Since I'm graduating. I love you guys.
I love you too.
With Stephen Skeels and Jerad Bortz. Stephen Skeels is an incredible, prolific singer-songwriter and actor, and Jerad Bortz is a Broadway baby, having appeared in Mamma Mia, The Pirate Queen, and a little show called Wicked. They're very good friends of mine, and there's a very good reason that we're here today dropping new tracks from the Thankful album. And tell us how this came to be, and tell people who may not know you guys a little bit about your incredible story.
Yeah, so the Thankful Project is, what it says, thankful. Because we went through a traumatic event in our lives. We were involved in a car accident that has left me paralyzed from about the chest down. And the Broadway community is such a woven patchwork of tight friendships that we make on shows, even if it's a quick 6-week job. And so the industry, when they see somebody down and out, they want to do something because we all feel like we know each other. And the community gave so much to us after the accident that we wanted to give back. And so this album is to do that, to raise money, and also gave us an artistic haven to sort of snuggle into as we were dealing with all those traumatic shifts in our lives. We could just lean on this music and bring something beautiful forth from this tragedy. So that's what we're here today talking about and promoting and hawking. Hopefully you out there will find it something fun to pick up.
You gotta hawk your wares. and I love a good snuggle, and I'm just really so impressed with the both of you putting this much positivity in this beautiful music. Music is so important right now. And if you couldn't tell by the way they put their heads together just then, they're a married couple. But music is so powerful and so important and so healing, and you're so good at it, Stephen and Jerad. You guys are so talented, and I think that's reflected in just how many people answered the call to come be part of the Thankful Project and record this beautiful music. And for those of you who haven't heard any of it yet, who will be ordering the album by the end of this broadcast, there's so many incredible styles and genres that are touched on, and so many great voices. So congratulations to you both.
Thanks.
We gather here in the Cyberverse so that we can meet some of these amazing artists who are supporting you guys through the album and throughout your ordeals. And we have a real incredible guest here today. She is luminous. You've seen her in 9 to 5. You've seen her in Wicked. She's Ivy Lynn on Smash, which we all know. Team Ivy all the way. The incredible, our good friend, Miss Megan Hilty.
Hey!
Hey!
My screen rate.
Handsome.
Oh,
I'm blushing with that intro. Thank you so much.
Well, you're pretty darn nifty as far as I can tell, Megan Hilty. It's great to see you.
So good to see all of you. Oh my gosh.
I know.
There's, as I was saying, there's so many styles and there's so many stories being told in all of the different songs. 22 songs, which is a lot. You very rarely see that in an album.
Yes.
22 with a 70-piece orchestra at certain points. But let's talk about the song that you sang, Megan, on the Thankful album. And can you give us some thoughts on how you kind of contextualized your performance for the song, or what the song may have meant to you?
Oh, absolutely. When they approached me about doing this, it wasn't a matter of like if I was going to be involved. It was just, what am I going to do? What do you want? What do you want? What do you need? And they sent me 2 songs, but they included a really special story about one of them, and that was the song I eventually sang, called Snowfall. And it was originally about Stephen's mother, right, Stephen?
Yeah, actually, she and my father were dating. My mother was 16, he was 18. They got into a really bad fight one night. She stormed away. She went home and she was in her bedroom and crying. And she looked outside and it started to snow. And so she wrote this poem about the love that she felt for my father. And incidentally, it's the very first song that I ever wrote the music to. So like 35 years ago. So she gave it to me as a gift. I asked for Christmas one year to tell me some old stories about her childhood. And at the very end of it, she said, well, there's a poem that I wrote about your father whenever we got into a fight. And so it's a very meaningful song. And we were telling with Megan, who can sing any genre, any style. But Jerad was like, oh my God, she sound amazing with her beautiful soprano. I'm like, oh my God, be perfect. So I was so happy that she chose that song because I gave her 2 choices.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you told me the backstory, it was like, oh yeah, I have to do that. And it's just so beautiful and it's so delicate. And it's written so perfectly, meaning like the lyrics are matched so perfectly with the musicality of it, because I feel like, at least the intention was in singing it, that you could feel the snowfall. You could feel like the crispness and the delicate aspect of that first fallen snow, you know. Sorry, I'm getting really nerdy and technical.
No, I love it. I love it.
But yeah, I'm so thrilled to have been a part of this in general, and feel so honored to get to voice that song.
Well, I think we should hear the song then. I know I'm super excited. I'm gonna wait to feel the crispness and the poetry. Friends, this is Megan Hilty singing from the Thankful album.
The snow is softly falling upon the world tonight, and from it shines the radiance that is so pure and bright. It brings me closer to you. It is so sweet and pure. It is a symbol of our love, a sign it will endure. I'd like to walk with you tonight, my love, out in the snow, and let the softness of it against our faces below. Then you take me in your arms and whisper 'twas me you love, and there we'd stand in sweet embrace as the snow fell from above, as the snow fell from above.
Well,
Make me cry, Megan.
a mission accomplished. I felt every beautiful flake on that. That was so beautiful. Gosh, your voice is
Cold? Are you cold?
I'm feeling a little chilly. I wish somebody would hold me and tell me
At the same time.
arms and tell me that they love me. That song reminds me of just how lonely I am. So Jerad and Stephen, so you had so many amazing friends join you on this journey, and this seems once again like another knockout of the park match of artist and song. Tell us why you sent this song to Megan in particular.
Well, I think the quality, Megan, you have very similar to my mom, that I can just tell that you're a beautiful mother and just so sensitive and vulnerable. And my mom was truly, she was a special lady. I'm the youngest of 10 children. We were raised in severe poverty. My father passed away when I was 9 years old, and she raised us all on her own. Little 5-foot woman, 98 pounds, but she had this beautiful heart and this vulnerability about her, but also she was so authentic. And everything that I see you do, Megan, is so authentic. And you just bring your heart to it, and there's never a false note in anything you do. And I just thought your energy is very similar to my mother's, and your voice is so glorious and lovely, and I thought she'd be perfect for it. So I was so happy that she said yes.
That is quite the compliment. Thank you very, very much. Goodness, it makes me cry.
I know. I'm feeling just a little bit weepy.
Yeah, me too.
And I think we're all feeling that snowfall.
And for me, we had gone to see, if anyone gets a chance to see Megan Hilty in concert, go. We were able to see Megan at Cafe Carlisle, and
came to the Carlisle.
And that when you sing Joanna, it's just so
glorious.
Thank you.
It's such a highlight for me. And and between Joanna and then the I'll Hang the Moon from Smash, I was like, if we can somehow get Megan Hilty to do this song, like as if it's I'll Hang the Moon and Joanna in a soprano key, all rolled into one. Aww. So that for me was just those two pieces. I was like, ooh, yeah, this would be a good fit.
Yay.
It is a good fit. The glass slipper fit for sure.
Yes.
It's another beautiful song from the album. Megan, you're feeling the snowfall out in California, but I heard that earlier that you are able to do a little bit of work during all of this.
Yes, so one of the things that I've been working on for the last, I want to say like 12 years, is really trying to like build up a voiceover and animation career, because that's what I've always wanted to do since childhood, and it takes a lot of work to get into that industry. So it's taken me a long time to claim that I have I've worked in animation for a long time, but now my agent finally, like last year, was like, congratulations, you now have a career, because I'm very lucky enough to have multiple shows at the same time that I'm series regulars on. So and it's one of the only things that can happen right now. I have a little studio. We turned our closet into a studio because Brian, my husband, has all of this recording equipment, and we updated all of that stuff. And so a lot of it I do from home, but there are 2 shows that I work on that I'll go in if I'm the very first actor in the morning. They're really crazy strict with their protocol, but I won't go in after another actor. I just can't psychologically wrap my mind around all that, like inhaling and singing and stuff like that in a tiny space that, yes, the air's been filtered and stuff, but like, anyway, so this morning I worked on one of my shows, and I'm thanking my lucky stars that I have that, because I don't know what I would do without it.
Can you name the shows, or is it secret? Can you tell us what it is?
I can't name yet. It's going to come out this fall. There's 2 shows that haven't been announced yet. This one that I worked on this morning, I've been working on for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and it's going to finally debut, I think, in November. Another one I've been working on for 2 years will come out in March. That one people are going to go crazy about. There's so many people that that nobody's allowed to talk about it.
Oh, that's exciting.
Do this a show on Disney Junior called Tots, and we just started our 3rd season and stuff, and so that means I've been working on it for a really long time, because it takes a really long time for them to get made. But But yeah, talk about being thankful. I mean, I'm thankful, grateful, totally. Like every time I get to work on one of these things, either in my closet or down the street at the studio, I'm like virtually on the edge of tears the whole time, because I'm so highly aware of how uniquely lucky I am to have this.
Well, and this gives us all a fun challenge to like keep our ears open and like find the Hilty.
I'm all over the place. A lot, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Junior. Yeah, it's my favorite thing. It has been for years. I get to sing all the time. I get to play animals and people I would never play in real life. You know, it's very artistically fulfilling.
I love that. Well, you're absolutely right. What a wonderful blessing and the perfect job right now.
Yeah.
To be able to do. So since we're talking about our favorite things, we like to wrap up every show with a little bit about what we're thankful for today. So maybe we'll say what we're thankful for and then what we're saying no thank you to. Stephen, what are you thankful for on this day?
I'm thankful for us all being together and me having the chance to really think of a lot of memories that my mother and I had together. I'm really thankful for the relationship that we had, and it really brought me a lot of joy today. And no thanks to the 2-pound bag of jelly beans that I ate in 2 days.
That's a pound a day of jelly beans.
2 pound, a giant bag. Literally, he's like, I'm going to keep eating that. And I ate, in 2 days, I ate a 2-pound bag of jelly beans.
Fantastic.
I'm going to say, I'm proud of you.
Now I keep seeing it open. It's like, this shirt used to fit really well. And I'm like, oh, let's just pull that down.
What about you,
Jared? It's on 15 pounds. No thanks to the jelly beans. They were yummy. They were good.
Jared, what about you?
You know what? Even before I made my Broadway debut, I always loved seeing other people when they would succeed and it would happen, because I just knew how much it meant to me. And in doing this thankful project, just thinking about Megan, and you know, I graduated college 2001. When did you graduate, Megan? Was it 01? Anyways,
I'm terrible with the number. I know it's. I would tell you if I knew. I think it's. I don't know.
No, but my point being that like we both got to the city at similar times.
Yeah.
Having done Wicked together, you were the standby when I came in. I was covering Fierro, and to see the way that you've taken what you do and who you are, and found so many places to do it, and for people to love what you do. It's just such a magical thing, and I'm so thankful that I get to watch my friends and colleagues succeed. I mean, that's such a beautiful thing, and I've loved watching you succeed in all the wonderful places that you've had. It's a beautiful thing. I said I loved it when I was doing summer stock, and I even still love it now. You know, how many years later? So I'm thankful for that, and I'm saying no thank you to. The other day I did a puzzle, and there was one piece missing.
Oh no, nope.
No, I'm saying no thank you to the one missing puzzle. Doesn't that sound like an Alanis Morissette? Isn't there like a line like that in her song?
Yeah, yeah.
Something about a missing puzzle piece. I'm saying no thank you to missing puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that's gonna resonate, Jerad.
Yes.
I think puzzles are at a premium right now.
Right.
What about you, Megan Hilty?
I'm thankful for a lot. I am thankful for the opportunity to be a part of this beautiful project. Thank you for even thinking to include me and trusting me with this special sacred song of yours. I'm thankful for all of our health. I'm thankful that, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm thankful for staying connected with people, because I feel like that is so important to remind ourselves like who we are. I feel like this whole time we can start slipping away from the person we thought we were, because life is so different. But I'm so grateful for moments like this where we can all connect, and it's such a great reminder to kind of snap least for me, snap me back into focus. I'm gonna say no thank you to my dishes. I feel like with 4 of us here and never eating anywhere else, and 2 of us being animals, like a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, like complete animals, who won't contribute to washing them. I'm gonna say no thank you to the dishes.
That's a good one.
I'm still gonna do them, but I'm gonna say no thank you.
2 of us being animals.
Brian Gallagher, no.
I'm going to say that I'm thankful today because this is the first time I've been able to wear this particular shirt in a very long time. And then I'm going to say no thank you to the fact that then this happened. So you win some, you lose some today.
You guys can stop wearing buttons. It's the age of COVID. Stop wearing buttons.
But I'm feeling very, very fit and skinny from about the rib cage up. So Jerad, tell people this is the reason we're here. If they want to be able to donate to the Actors Fund and to Canine Companions, where can they order the album, and what do they get when they order the album today?
So we're for the 6 weeks of pre-sales, we're doing this fun little chat show. So today, when you go buy the album, you will get Megan Hilty singing Snowfall, as well as all the other tracks that have been released while we've been doing this this Thankful project. So go to iTunes, pre-order that album, get these tracks today, and then when we release the album, it'll be available everywhere you like to listen to music. I mean, if you want a physical CD, a physical copy of the CD,
wild.
We're printing them. I just don't know how.
I still like that. I like to hold the CD and look at the credit. I still enjoy it.
Anyways, so it's available. It exists. Perhaps we'll put a link in the article below how you can send an email to us if you want to get a physical copy, and look at that booklet, because that's what I love. Look at that booklet, all the names. We have, like, I think I was counting. We have over 70 musicians, 30 some singers, 15 arrangers. It's been an amazing group of artists that have come together to do this. So it's a fun thing to celebrate.
Well, you are very well loved. And if you are out there and you are a hashtag booklet looker, get your hands on a physical copy. Thanks, guys. It's so wonderful to be part of this and to share in your light and bask in the joy that you guys all exude. So thank you very much, Megan Hilty. We'll see you soon. Jerad, Bortz, Stephen Skeels, we're thankful for you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Megan.
Bye.